107. Thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Good to see you on this, for those of you who are in Ohio, this snowy, cold morning, dark, cold morning. Speaking of that, yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it was quite inspiring yesterday. I listened to quite a few things, of course. I had the I Have a Dream speech yesterday, and today I wanted to continue with a little bit more on Dr. King, starting with one of his quotes, which is, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." Good morning, Michael. Excellent quote. You know, the hate going back and forth just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it's only love that can drive out darkness. And I'll tell you what, it's persistence. It's persistence. And got to listen a little bit. I was so inspired yesterday. Listened to a little bit from Al Sharpton talking about, good morning, Susan, Dr. King's legacy of nonviolence, and how he had to stand firm on that when he was being criticized for being for his approach of nonviolence, and understanding that love was the way, even if it was with a bit of anger sometimes, of course, justified. But love was the way. Love was the only way. So I have a speech, another speech by Dr. King. It's a lot shorter than yesterday, the Mountaintop speech. I wanted to play that this morning, and I will talk to you on the other side.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
And of course, the very next day, he was assassinated. And this powerful speech about the promised land, about fighting for that, peacefully fighting for that, but fiercely fighting for it is just incredibly inspirational, and speaks to me as I watch what's happening today. Even we had the summer of Black Lives Matters, and this is the history of the struggle for freedom, is the backlash, and we're experiencing the backlash now. And every time there's been advancement, there's this backlash based off of fear and hate, and people who think that that they're victimized because others are standing up for their freedom. We've all experienced it, but nobody's experienced it like the Black folks in this country. I'm currently reading 1619, and if you haven't read it, I strongly recommend reading this book. It's just unbelievable. Our history, the real history of how this country was built, and when slavery actually started, and who was fighting for slavery and why. And then I think one of the most profound things is how how white folks have pushed back on advancements out of fear, out of wanting to feel better than and superior. It's still happening today. It's still happening today. And the answer, of course, is this: that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So standing up and shining that light, spreading that sunshine, no matter what kind of pushback we get, standing up, shining that light, standing up for folks who are doing it as well as allies. That's what we do. That's what we do. So, good words to take into the day. Remembering that struggle, remembering that until we're all free, none of us really are, right? All right. That's it. That's all I got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining, and you are the sunshine. Take care. Bye-bye.